Hey guys, Josh Lloyd. Sorry about that nonsense. The streaming software just crashed as I was going live, so I don't really. Yeah, well, I know what happened. It just crashed, but I don't know why it crashed. But we're here, we're back, and hopefully everyone can see me as we are talking. That would be the ideal scenario. So if you are here, welcome. Lovely to have you here. I'm just adjusting a few things because I had to just scramble to get this up. We'll talk in 1 second about the injury news that has hit. There's lots of it. We'll go through it now, and then we'll do a what's his name? What's the thing called? The dribble game. Hello, everyone. Again, I do apologize for the foolishness that just went on. All right. I don't know why that went on, but it did, and here we are. All right. Let's look at news, injury news. What do we know? What do we know? AJ Griffin starting for the Hawks, by the way. We'll get to lineups in a second. Let's just do injury updates at the moment. John Ray Hunter's out. Levert is out. Griffin is starting. Kevin Love is playing. Paulo is out. Gary Harris is playing. Wendell Carter is out. Andrew Nembhard is out. So Neesmith starting there. Cam Reddish is out. Derrick Rose is out. But Baisley and Trey Mann return for the Thunder. Draymond's out. Wiggins is out. Steph is out. Clay is out. But Looney is going to play, it looks like. DiVincenzo is going to start. Zion is back. Trey Murphy's still questionable. Pat Connaughton is back. Giannis is a game-time decision. Marcus Smart is back. Bam Adebayo is playing. Dwayne Dedmon is playing. But Butler, Hero, Vincent, and Duncan Robinson are out. Rudy Gay is out. Kennard is out. Rudy Gay is out. And Paul George is also out. Shaden Sharp is also starting for the Portland Trailblazers. And big news, Ja Morant been upgraded to doubtful after being allegedly week to week. Now he's doubtful, so I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, there you go. But that's where we're at. Let's have a look at... Let's do dribble game before we get any further. Hey, thanks everyone for jumping back in after that foolishness to start things off. And I hope that we don't get any sort of craziness going on again. Let's go and have a look at dribble game and see what the issues, or not the issues. I've just got so many windows. Maybe that's what crashed because I had a million things going on. Anyway, let's go to dribble game and have a look at what the one is. Doncic and Durant. Who is a teammate who's played with Doncic and Durant? JaVale. Bang. That was easy, wasn't it? Let's go to the lineup page and have a look what we do know in terms of starting lineups. So Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, AJ Griffin, John Collins, and Clint Capella, while the Cavs are going with Garland, Mitchell, Stevens, Mobley, and Allen. I'm telling me there's some sort of issue with streaming. Hopefully it's all okay. Jesus Christ. What's all this nonsense? Have I heard any good news from Cade? No, look, there was that weird tweet where Cade was in full gear warming up before yesterday's game, and I don't know why that was, but I haven't heard anything further on it. All right, so let's look at this lineups, what we know. The Magic are starting Suggs, Wagner, Okeke, Bol, and Bumba. The Pacers are starting Halliburton, Hield, Neesmith, Jalen Smith, and Miles Turner. I expect Quentin Grimes will start for the Knicks again. What else are we looking at? Shaden Sharp is starting for Lillard. The Warriors are starting Poole, DiVincenzo, Lamb, Kuminga, and Looney. Zion will be back, pushing Trey Murphy to the bench even if he plays. We expect that Bam will start next to Jovic, Martin, Strus, and Lowry. The Wolves are intact. I'm expecting Taylor Horton Tucker to start at point guard, but he might not. They might go with Beasley or Sexton. The Clippers, with Paul George out, should be Jackson, Powell, Leonard, Morris, Zubats. The Bucks, I don't know if it'll be Holiday and Carter or if it'll be Holiday and Beauchamp. I think it'll probably be Holiday and Carter, and I'm just going to go and adjust that on Basketball Monster. Oh, but you can't go. The door's closed. Don't know where you think you're going. I think Carter will start, not Beauchamp, but I'm just going to make that change so it looks like it does. Obi, do you want to leave? Hang on. The dog wants out. Hang on. He doesn't want to listen to this show. There you go. He's out of here. I'm back. What other injuries are we looking at or situations? All right, now we can sort of settle in, get to your questions, and look at what news is actually going on. The Ja one's really interesting, isn't it? the fact that he's been upgraded already. Wow. That's pretty surprising to me. Oh, wait, to most people, I'm guessing. The Warriors going full rest mode on all of these guys apart from Looney, which is weird. Jokic and Jamal Murray are doubtful tomorrow. And now I'm going to get to answering some of your questions. Actually, I'm just going to check what else we know. One sec. Just checking what else we know. Nope, nothing else interesting there. Sorry. Just checking everything, make sure we're okay. Oh, now I realize that my comment section is using the old stream, so I've got to put the new stream data in there. Technology, man, it's great, and then it annoys me. We're good, though. Do you still hold on to Tyus Jones? Yeah, you do. Until Thingo comes back, until Ja Morant comes back, then yes. Someone said 6 shorts. Yeah, they're my little chubbies. Obi runs his. Obi runs everything, mate. The big fella. He loves it all. But yes, hold on to Tyus Jones. Is Jeremiah Robinson Earl must roster? Absolutely not, Jack. No way. Don't see why he would be. No. You can stream him occasionally, but no, he's no way. Is AJ Griffin a solid stream? Yeah, I really like him as a streamer today. How long do I think Paul George's injury update means he'll be out for? Honestly, no idea. All they've done is rule him out for tomorrow, but they've called it, instead of a knee calf thing, which they initially said, they said hamstring, which I'm going to guess means he will be out for at least another game, but we don't know that. Hi Josh, is Conley a drop with no open IR slots? No, and I'll tell you why, because he literally might miss one game. The Jazz reporters very, very harshly and all in unison pushed back on the report that said at least 2 weeks. They said, no, he's out Monday, and then they're going to adjust and assess him Tuesday. So he is not guaranteed at all to be out any longer than Monday. So let's hold to wait for a Tuesday update. How many games of the World Cup have I watched so far? Here in Tran says, I have watched 0. The first game was at 3 a.m. and then yesterday's games, the first one started at midnight. So I'll probably go watch some highlights at some point later today, but I'm going to watch tonight's game, the 9 p.m. game. Their first game is 9 p.m. I don't know which game it actually is, but there'll be a game tonight that I am watching for the first game. Is Jalen Williams must roster in a 10-team league? No. Is Baisley a pickup? No. Best upside stream, Powell or THD? That's a good one. I'd like to have more information as to whether Horton Tucker is starting, but probably he's going to be Horton Tucker. You watch the US play a little Jekyll and Hyde. Did the US win? I haven't seen that score yet. Can someone tell me that? Baisley can be useful for blocks, but that is it. How big of a problem is Wendell's plantar fascia issue? It's obviously a little bit of a worry, but I think they're off until Friday after today, and I think he'll be okay. So I'm not massively worried. Is Cam Johnson must hold in 12-team category league? Unless you've got injured reserve slot, then no. Patrick says it's Argentina, Saudi Arabia. All right, that's good. Good to go to Argentina. I like watching them. That's the night game tonight. Is Zion playing today? Yes. You can see it on the screen there. That Zion Williamson with the in next to his name means that he is in. What else are we waiting on here? So it is Shaden Sharp starting and not Justice Winslow. Be aware of that. Can I see Connaughton as a 14-team league guy? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. No, I don't think he's all that exciting, though. But yeah. Thad Young, what are my thoughts? He plays for the Raptors. He used to play for the Spurs, and he used to play for the Bulls. Before that, the Sixers and the Timberwolves. He's played for quite a few teams, actually. Can I make Hum Diddly Dee sound? I've never heard it. Never heard that at all. Sorry. The best rebound stream. I don't know why I haven't heard it, because I watch Hornets games quite a bit. Actually, that's not true. Not as much this season without LaMelo. But I watch them quite a bit still. Haven't heard that Hum Diddly Dee. A lot of time I do run it on mute with announcers because announcers are annoying. Let's have a look at daily projections. Because someone wants to know who's a good rebound stream for today. Legianus wants to know. Best rebound stream for today. Looney, Drummond. Drummond a really good at rebound stream today. KK, Kuminga, Anthony Lamb, Walker Kessler. There's some good rebound stream options for you today. Warriors superstars all resting? Yes. Should you drop Cade Cunningham? No. Wait till we get more information. Do you hold Middleton in an 18 points league? You've held him this long? Vladimir's? So just wait. You've held him this long. Like, is it an extra 4 days going to make the difference? You hold. Dimitri says, do I play NBA on Sorare? No, I don't. I had those guys reach out to me a little bit in the off-season, but I haven't even looked at it at the platform at all. Abel Della Rosa says, Mio's a block rate down compared to last year. We talked about this a ton in the preseason. And talking about, hey, it's so hard to get blocks. A lot of the big shot blockers aren't playing. Rob Williams is one of them. Jaren Jackson's out to start the season. So blocks might be down, but I haven't really noticed it because I expected them to be down. We talked about how hard it was going to be to get blocks. And even the big blockers like Gobert, Gobert has dropped off. So maybe they are down as a whole. I haven't actually paid attention. But it was also an expectation. Is Gary Trent a drop? I don't think so. But you're also, I guess if you ask me if he's a drop, like I'm not a big Gary Trent guy. I've never been a big Gary Trent guy. I thought his steals were unsustainable. He's fallen way off, and he's basically the player that I thought he was, a fringe 12-team league player. But at this stage, I would actually hold him because you've got him for those specific reasons. I think his steals can improve a bit. If Cade is out for the season, what's Jaden Ivey's rank rest of season in category league? If Jaden Ivey's rank is going to... There's a chance that Cade being out, now hear me out, makes him a worse category league player. Because the big thing that holds Jaden Ivey back in fantasy category leagues is percentages. And the more volume you get on percentages, the worse you are. So with Cade out, his usage probably does go up, and that might help you score him. But it also means that the field goal is going to be taking harder looks and on higher volume, so the field goal percentage becomes more negatively impactful. And if his free throws aren't a positive, but he's taking more of them, then that becomes more negatively impactful. I think he can get an extra assist. I think he can score a bit, but I think it might be offset by higher turnovers, lower field goal percentage, and lower free throw percentage. Well, not necessarily lower free throw percentage, but higher volume on the lower free throw percent, which probably leaves him outside the top 100 is my guess. Okay, Levert has popped up on a 12-team wire. Would I drop Easton for him? I have no interest in Karis Levert in a 12-team league at all. None at all. Would you drop Easton for him? Probably not. Like, Levert trajectory down, Easton's up. No. Would you start either Bol or Miles Turner today? Can I only pick one game? Oh, you're in that stupid system, huh? So you're talking about a points league situation, obviously, because that is all those stupid system allows you to do. Do I start Bol or Turner today? Probably Bol. Probably Bol. Can I do an American accent? I can do a bad American accent, yeah. Is Derek White playable in a 14-team points league? Yes, but in a 12-team, I'd be pretty cautious of doing it. Do you want me to do an American accent? I'll read the next question in American accent. Robosaurus Rex says, is PJ Washington going to be able to sustain his production? Yeah, how bad is it? Once the Hornets are injury-free, I'm wondering, is he a sell high? He's not a sell high because no one's going to buy him high. Like, no one believes in PJ Washington at all, so you can't sell him high. Is he going to be able to sustain his production? I don't see really anything changing. He'll play 31 minutes a night. He'll play as the starting power forward. I honestly don't see how much has he benefited from LaMelo being out. Like, not at all. So I don't think that actually changes anything when those guys come back, or when LaMelo comes back. Is Jalen Smith a hold in a points league? You tell me, John. What's he averaging in your points league? How does that compare to waiver wire guys? If it's within 1 or 2 points of the waiver wire guys, what's the point of holding him? Anyone worth streaming with the Warriors guys out? Yes. I think Kuminga is the guy you stream in that scenario. Lamb, less so, but Kuminga is the one that I would stream. Is Levine cooked? Yeah, maybe. I'm quite worried about just how bad the Bulls look, and that knee issue with him was so weird and not correctly explained that I should have been more cautious with it in the offseason. But his free throw attempt rate is well down. I don't know if he's fully cooked, but I think I'm pretty close to ruling out him ever returning to that absolute peak before DeRozan got there. It's not looking good, is it? I think everyone who's watching the Bulls and Levine at the moment would be a little bit worried. Hey, Zaire Williams is back. He's in the G League, apparently. There you go. Didn't know that. That's good news. LeBron is questionable for Tuesday. Anthony Davis is probable again, while Russell Westbrook is off the injury report with that thumb issue. So that's good news there. So we're waiting on the status of Kevon Looney. He's going to play. Giannis, who's probable, but allegedly game time decision. And Trey Murphy, who is questionable. We're waiting on lineups for these other games. We might not get them during this stream, but of course you can check that out over at Basketball Monster. If you want a copy or a link to this page, I'll drop it in the chat for you as well, if I can actually find where I am on that. Let's drop that in the chat. Why is Anthony Lamb a shit bloke? Multiple credible sexual assault allegations against him. What else have we got? Is it safe to jack RJ Barrett from a 12-team 9-cat league? Is he still worth holding? Well, Thrift Beast, I'm guessing when you drafted him, you knew you were going to have bad percentages. That's what he does. And you were drafting him hoping for scoring. Now, he is look, he's bad, right? But he's well below where he can get to. So if you drafted him knowing that stuff, this is actual nadir value. He is going to get better. But I don't have a problem with dropping him. Like, this is a guy that's barely a top 200 player. He's not a top 200 player. I've got no problem with dropping him, but surely you understand that when you have him, that this was going to be the problem, and this is bottom level, and it is going to improve from here. Do I think LaMelo will finish top 15 rest of the season Yahoo points? No, Benji, I don't. I don't actually. Not in Yahoo points anyway. He's not as good in points leagues as category leagues. How long is Wendell Carter Jr. out for? We don't know. Today, he's out for, and that's it. No more information. Is Alec Burks a rest of season value guy if Cunningham is confirmed out for rest of season in 9-cat roto? Yeah, probably. He can have some issues with the field goal percentage, but I think he'll play 25 minutes a night, and that can be useful enough, yes. Is Larry Nance a hold with Zion back? Larry Nance's value has nothing to do with Zion Williamson. Nothing. Not one single thing to do with Zion. So Larry Nance's value, if you liked him in a 14-team league before Zion was out, then you're going to like him now. It has nothing to do with Zion. Larry Nance plays 0 minutes at power forward, and he doesn't get by on usage. And it's got nothing to do with Zion. Do I like the Jazz plus 1.5? I remember looking at this the other day and thinking, yes, they're against the Clippers without Paul George. Plus 1.5. Yeah, I do like them, actually. Yeah, I do. I do like them there. What are my thoughts on Dame's injury? It's not good. Old men and calf injuries, they go together like shit on bread. It's a relatively common old man injury, a calf problem. They take a while to heal. He's re-injured the same calf. I'm worried. It's also an excellent reminder that Iron Men are Iron Men until they're not. Now, last season's injury from Damian Lillard has nothing to do with this season's injury. So you can't say, man, I should have avoided Damian Lillard because he missed all of last season, because it has literally nothing to do with this injury. But it illustrates to further that injuries can happen to any player at any point, anywhere. It can just happen. And as you get older, recovery is slower and you are more prone. Maybe you're not more prone to injury, but even like Chris Paul, like the last few, man, Chris Paul has played so many games the last few years. Yeah, that doesn't mean that he is now immune to injuries, as we're seeing now. Injuries can strike anybody at any point. You know who two of the best players this season have been? Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis. Now, they could get hurt tomorrow. They might not get hurt at all. You got no idea. You honestly have no idea. There are certain situations which are problematic, like Jimmy Butler's lower body giving way at all times, Giannis's knees causing him to rest. This happens, yes, and Porzingis and his knees are a worry. But it doesn't guarantee they play 50 games. Right? It just doesn't. I hope that makes sense. Right? Dame's injuries are annoying. He's going to take longer to heal. He's re-injured the same thing. This is a problem. But you couldn't have predicted this. You got no way of being able to predict this. None whatsoever. People used to draft Damian Lillard in the first round because he never gets hurt. Okay, cool. What are my meals like? What do you mean? What am I cooking tonight? A coconut and tamarind South Indian curry is what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. So there you go. That's what I'm cooking. Got some short ribs I'm cooking later in the week as well. Is Paulo Banchero injury prone? My guy. Is Zubats a long-term hold? Well, we don't know what will happen in 2 to 3 months, but they have no other center at all. So I have to suspect, yes. Oh, Obi, you're back. So you did want to be here for the show, huh? Say hi to everyone. Hey, there he is, the big fella. Sit down. Why is that? That's not a fancy meal. It's literally just a chicken curry that I'm making. But I do cook most nights of the week. I love collecting and reading cookbooks and the rest. I love cooking. Love it. My partner wants to do like a channel or a TikTok of me cooking and preparing food. I don't know if anyone would actually care about that, but yeah, that's what she wants to do. How do I feel about AJ Griffin starting over Jalen Johnson with Hunter out today? It was always going to happen. There was zero chance of Jalen Johnson starting. Why Jalen Johnson doesn't play that position? There was no chance of Jalen Johnson starting there. So yeah, how do I feel about it? 100% like predictable. Is Horford a sell high? No one's going to give you top 50 numbers, which is what he's doing over the last 2 weeks or so. So I'd rather just hold him. People don't believe in Al Horford that much, so I'd rather just hold him. Do I think Gary Trent will improve on his stats from last season? Welcome to the show, Sir Bricks and Cole, for the first time ever. Good to have you here. I wonder how you found the channel. Must be good to have. It's good to have a first timer here. No, I don't think Gary Trent's going to improve on his numbers from last season. Absolutely not. Not even remotely close to it. This question, are you a Vietnamese sub guy? What does that mean? Should try that. I cook lots myself. I would watch cooking TikTok. What do you mean Vietnamese sub? Like banh mi? Is that what you mean by sub? What do you mean Vietnamese sub? I love Vietnamese food. We have great Vietnamese food here, by the way, in Australia. I've never made a banh mi. I've made pho before. A lot of Vietnamese stir fries. I've never made a banh mi. It's just too easy to go buy one. Is Wendell Carter Jr.'s injury something that could persist the rest of the season? Yes. It's possible. Because it is plantar fascia, which often just takes rest or a full tear to completely heal. He had been playing through it for a while. I think he will get some time off, but I'm not worried that it's going to cost him a significant amount of time. Man, you guys really want to watch me cook? Man, Jesus. Big Chungus is COVID prone. Absolutely. You can't draft Jokic anymore because he's going to catch COVID. That's the thing. And this is one thing I always tell you guys, right? As we round out the show, the last thing I'm going to say is that if your main reason, not your tiebreaker, if your main reason for drafting someone is they never get hurt, think again. Right? You can use it as a tiebreaker, but if your number one thing is I'm drafting this guy even though he's significantly worse because he doesn't get hurt, it's going to bite you on the dick and it's not going to be pleasant. I'm not sure that would ever be pleasant, but I don't know. Maybe you guys like stuff different to me. But that's just what's going to happen. Like, at some point, guys are going to... Sadiq Bey never missed a game. Guess who's injured at the moment? Sadiq Bey. Jokic, man, he plays every game. Does he, though? He's out at the moment. He's going to miss 5 straight here. And he might not miss another game for the rest of the season. But he's missed 5 out of the first 18 games or whatever it is. You cannot predict injuries or illness or anything like that. Let's do one more question. Oh, be careful of the microphone, my guy. Is LeBron injury prone? LeBron is old, NFL kid. And is he injury prone now? Like, again, but 4 years ago, LeBron's a machine. He never gets hurt. Shit just happens. Shit just changes. Is he injury prone? I think that he's older and he takes longer to recover and he is more likely to get injured at his age. So I wouldn't say injury prone. I just don't really like that term. But yeah. What's my favorite food genre? I think it's called cuisine. not a genre, but anyway. This is the last question that I'll answer before I've got to go and do other work. What's my... I don't know. It probably changes all the time. Really liking... I always like Italian food, obviously. That's a pretty big staple. But yeah, I like Malaysian food quite a bit. Mate, there's really not much that I don't like, if we're going to be honest. So I don't know how I would value that. Anyway, I think we're going to do it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to be out of here. Hit a thumbs up on the way. Sorry about the technical issues to start the show. I'll see you guys later. Bye.